Hello everybody, this is Martin Ramirez from MI5. MI5 stands for Millionaire in 5 Years or Less. Now, stay tuned to the very end of this video because it's going to be kind of a 2-in-1. About halfway through, I'm going to switch to a different video. My main motto in business is to help you guys become a millionaire in 5 years or less. And I'm going to talk about Nio Stock in the first half, and I'm going to show you guys what you should do if you actually want to become a millionaire in 2021. So let's go to Nio. We're on the 1-day chart. This is Nio Stocks. It's an EV company, electronic vehicle. And the whole stock market is really wishy-washy. Seems like it's crashing. Most stocks are down. So this is not just against Nio. This is a lot of stocks in the stock market right now. That includes CCIV, Li Auto, Xpeng, anything tech related. Even Tesla reportedly is not doing very well at the moment. But let's get into the video. We're on the 1-day chart here, and we're going to see what it did today. So we kind of opened up at around 34.87. Or actually 34.46. And moved up to about 34.85 by 9:54 a.m. Hit the peak at 35.10 roughly. Yeah, about 35.10. That was at 10:09 a.m. So if you guys don't know, within that 2 or 3 hour period in the morning is when stocks mostly tend to do very well, and then they kind of downslide a little bit, at least in my experience. Sometimes it doesn't, it just depends. But anyway, and then it just continued to downslide as it got closer to 11 a.m. And by 12:16 p.m., a little after 12 noon, it's at 33.69. Went back up a little bit and hit on 34.48 and continued to downslide the rest of the day for the most part, winding up at an ending cost of 33.67 per share. Now, I'm going to show you guys why buying and holding a stock is not always the best way to make money. If your goal is to make money, then continue to watch what I'm going to tell you. If you just want to be lazy and buy a stock and hold it for 10 years and you don't care what it does, then continue to do what you're doing. Hold it to the moon, like they say. But I'm going to show you how many of you guys are missing out on potential profit on any stock, not just Nio. So let's go to the 1-year chart. Okay. So we ended up today at 33.68, which you can see here. And let's go back to 2020. So roughly November 2nd of 2020, we're pretty much around the same amount. Okay, everybody says hold to the moon. If you would have bought in at 33.32 in November of 2020 and you would have held, you would have made little to no profit. That's around 6 months where you made literally no money because you bought and held. Now if you sold, that's a different story, because we're going to show you if you bought in around 33, 32, somewhere around there, and you sold at 55.38, anywhere between here and there really, but then you could have went up, and most people are never going to catch the top. I mean, very rarely happens. You're not going to be able to know exactly when a stock, how high a stock's going to go. Many people, including myself, I didn't know 62.70 or 62.84 was going to be its peak, because everybody kept telling us on these other pumper channels that Nio is going to hit $100, and everybody's like, oh, okay. They thought it was just going to keep going up forever. But that's not what happened. The economy had different ideas for us, and it chose to go back down to its original selling point if you bought in around here. Now, if you bought in way down at the bottom for like $3.45 or even $18, $20, whatever, well, then you're still doing okay. But my point is, if you would have bought in here at 33, 32, sold anywhere in between, really, 45, 50, 62.84, $56, you would have made a huge profit. And you might as well have done that because if like I said, if you bought in around 33, 32, and you held it and you just waited till now, you're back to ground zero. I mean, you didn't make any money on this, and you could have made a ton of profit. And if you wanted to get back in on Nio, you could have bought back in for what you started at around 33.68, and do that all over again. You could have bought a lot more of it because you would have had a large profit. Or you could have done even a smarter thing, and this is what I'm talking about becoming a millionaire in 5 years or less, of what you could and what you should do. Now I'm going to take you real quick out of Nio Stock. We're going to go into Ethereum. Ethereum is a cryptocurrency. We're here on the 1 year chart. So let's go back to November 2nd, which was when we talking about on Nio. The price was $318 or $383.17, which sounds a lot, but hear me out. If you would have bought the same amount of Nio dollar-wise as Ethereum, and you had 383, you can see the dramatic, huge increase that it's had just in December 11th is 544, and let's just say you got in January, okay? If you had bought Ethereum January 1st for around $730, you can see it's currently $3,988.24. So you would have made a huge profit, and it's still going to be going up. People are saying, analysts, blah blah blah, are going to say that it's going to hit 5,000 pretty soon, and that I do believe. I believe it will hit 5,000. Some are saying 10,000 by the end of 2021. Not sure if I quite believe that, but I have no reason to doubt it because many people were saying that it's going to stay 460, 470. They never had any idea that it was going to even pass 1,000. Then it got to 1,300, or 13 to 1,700. I was skeptical when they said 1,700. I was like, okay, let's see what it's going to do. Sure enough, it hit that mark and surpassed it quite a bit. So if you guys are thinking about getting into cryptocurrency, do so at your own risk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I did, and it's worked out very well for me. Made a ton of money on Bitcoin, made a ton of money on Ethereum. At one point, because I pulled my profits, I did some profit taking on Nio, to go back to it, and I made good money because I was not going to wait for it to go all the way back down to the bottom. And I think Nio is going to go down further than 33.68. I made a video about how I was going to go down to $25. I don't know if it's going to quite reach that, but it looks like it's definitely having a constant downtrend. And we could be looking at prices of $30, maybe even in the $28 range pretty soon, depending upon how much further this knife is going to fall. And everybody says buy the dips. Okay, good luck with that. It takes a lot of money to dollar cost average, more than you would think, especially when you're behind and you're negative on it, and especially if you use margin. Good luck, because you're never going to be catching up, because it's going to continue to fall and fall and fall and fall. There's dips every single minute, and you can't buy all of them. I don't care what anybody says. But that's it for this video. If you guys want to become a millionaire, like I said, you got to start thinking like one. Learn to take profits when you can and when you should. Don't be greedy. Don't listen to these diamond hand people, because Mr. Diamond Hands right here would have turned into dummy hands, because he missed out on all this profit all the way across the board that he could have taken at any time within 6 months, and he chose not to. And he's still just barely breaking even, maybe even losing money. So take that into consideration. Learn to take profits when you can. Don't be overly greedy, because you could lose out on potential profit. It's going to take you a long time. Becoming a millionaire in 5 years, that's my 5 motto. Yeah, you don't want to take 40 years to become a millionaire. Not if you don't have to. So that's it for this particular video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.